some Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you a recipe that I call my Scallop Scampi over Linguine. It's really all it is. It's really simple and really delicious, perfect for an intimate, meal for two, because scallops can be a little bit pricey. So I always kind of like to eat, make them when there's just my husband and I for dinner. Because it's something special. It's a treat that we don't get to eat that often. But nonetheless, this recipe is, as always, like any other of my recipes, it's easy, delicious, and this one in particular comes together in like 15 minutes, which is great for Valentine's Day because it's on a weeknight. So this is a nice little treat that you can share with your loved one. Now let me take you over the ingredients so we can get started. You'll need some really nice fresh scallops, some white wine, I'm using Pinot Grigio. You're going to need some garlic, parsley, unsalted butter. You're going to need some lemon, salt and pepper. This is some linguine, and you'll need a little bit of flour and a little bit of flour and some olive oil. And that's basically it. It comes together super quick. In fact, what do I want to do first? You know what? Let me put the linguine in the boiling water, because by the time this cooks, we can pretty much make everything else. Now, as you probably guessed it already, the first thing you want to do is get a big pot, fill it with water, sprinkle salt, bring it to a boil, add in your pasta. Then I've got a large skillet with some olive oil getting really nice and hot over about medium-high heat, and now we can get to going on the scallops. Now, what you want to do with the scallops is I like to set them on a paper towel, and then take another piece of paper towel and then just pat the top, because the thing is, you want these to get a really lovely crust, but they won't do that if they've got water on them. So just do that. I'm going to also salt and pepper these. They're going to be so lovely. And scallops, I've made shrimp scampi here on Laura in the Kitchen before, and I love shrimp scampi. But I will have to say scallop scampi is my favorite, because I love scallops and I don't get to eat them often. So when I do, I'm super excited. I'm going to put them seasoned side down in my hot pot, and then I'm going in my hot skillet, and then I'm going to salt and pepper the opposite side and let them cook for 2 minutes aside. My scallops cooked for 2 minutes on each side. I've removed them to a clean plate. And now to the same skillet, I'm going to add my garlic. It's all great flavor down there, and I just want to be able to lift it up and get it into the sauce. This is so exciting. It smells so good. The scallops are going to get just like a bath in the sauce right before we go ahead and toss it with the linguine. I mean, come on. Oh, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. I'm just going to let the garlic cook for about 30 seconds. I want to get rid of that raw garlic flavor. Adding in some white wine. If you're not a wine drinker, you can substitute maybe some fish stock, but be careful because that could be a little bit fishy, no pun intended. You could do a little bit of chicken stock if you don't mind the fact that it's not going to taste exactly as it should. I think the wine gives it the best flavor, but it's completely up to you if you don't want to use it. I'm just going to let this reduce. This is at high heat. I'm going to allow the wine to reduce by half. This will only take about 2 minutes, and then we'll be pretty much ready to finish this up. While this is going, I'm going to drain my pasta. It's almost done, and then we'll kind of pretty much pull the whole thing together. That looks amazing. I'm just going to take my butter, and I'm going to dip it into the flour, and this helps thicken the sauce, and it also gives it great flavor. I'm going to do that. Get that all melted in there nicely, and this again will thicken the sauce. As soon as the butter's melted, see, you'll start to see it come together beautifully. So while that's happening, what can we work on? Everything is pretty much coming together. I mean, we have the pasta drained, reserve a little bit of the starchy cooking water in case you need it to kind of thicken the sauce and give it a little more, a little more give if you've thickened it too much. Works great both ways. So this is coming along perfectly. So I'm going to season the sauce a bit with some salt and pepper. Oh, that's amazing. That is what I want. I'm going to take my scallops and the juice. I'm going to pour them, everything right in here. I'm going to cook the scallops in the sauce for 30 seconds on each side. Literally, that's it. I kind of want them to infuse with that sauce all the way through. I mean, are you feeling me yet? Are you excited as I am? Because this looks amazing. I'm going to cut my lemon right in half. All right, I'll wait for those to cook for 30 seconds on each side. I'm going to clean up for just a quick minute, and then we'll pull the whole thing off together. Just taking my scallops out. Same plate is fine because the scallops were cooked all the way through anyway. Scallops cook so incredibly quickly. You want to always keep an eye out on that. Take a little bit of your starchy cooking water. You see how it kind of needs a little bit more because I thickened up a bit too much? But that is perfectly fine. I'm going to add in the fresh parsley, the juice of lemon. You can do a whole lemon or half. It depends on how juicy your lemon is, and also depends on how much lemon you prefer. This will do for me. Half is pretty good, and if I say it's pretty good, then you know it's plenty of lemon. After this, I'm going to add in my cooked pasta, cooked and drained, and then look at that. Just stir it in, those fabulous juices. Look at that. Let that go for just a second while I grab a fork because we're digging right into this. Look at that. And this is plenty for 2 people. This is a good amount of pasta. It's almost 5 ounces, plus the scallops. Make yourself a simple little salad with a nice, lovely, crisp baguette. And you, my friend, will have an incredible dinner on your hands. I'm going to nest the scallops right on top and around the plate. Oh yeah, that looks gorgeous. Look at the color on those scallops. And you know, it's really important. Whoa, I almost lost one. Whew. It's really important once you put the scallops in a hot skillet, don't mess with them. Because if you try to turn them too quickly before they've got any color on them, you defeat the purpose. I'm just going to take those pan juices. Oh, yes. This is what I'm talking about. Right here is where it's at. Took what, 15 minutes at most? I'm going to try the linguine with the sauce, and then I'm going to move on to the scallop. Oh my, this is so amazing. A scallop with that color. I am so happy I'm not anywhere else in the world right now because this is kind of unbelievable. It's super yummy. I better let you go, otherwise Joe Vitale is gonna get none of this. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.